Now, there might be a big temptation to go and just go for the sexiest tent you can get and get like a trekking pole, like a through hiker's ultralight tent. And these are fantastic tents, don't get me wrong. I actually really love this tent. It's one of my favorites, but I don't necessarily recommend it for beginning backpackers. I think they can be finicky, they can be a little tough to understand, a little tough to navigate setting them up, but they are fantastic tents. This tent is also an example of a single wall tent. So you can actually see there is fabric, there is an inner mesh, but it connects directly to the rainfly itself. So most of these other tents, all these other tents, I could take the rainfly off completely if I wanted to, if the weather was nice, if I wanted to stargaze. And this is all integrated, and this is for weight savings. So the real reason to do a single wall tent is to have as little fabric and material as possible to make it as light as possible. Now, the benefits to this is weight savings. The downside to this is moisture management. It can often get very dewy, kind of wet inside because there's not an additional barrier between you and this outside layer or the rainfly. Now, these are fantastic. They're light, they're minimal, they're great for certain types of backpacking, but for the average backpacker out there, I think that I would steer you away and more towards either a semi-freestanding tent or a fully freestanding tent. So I've showed you the fully freestanding tent, and I've showed you the trekking pole tent, and there's one more category, the semi-freestanding tent. So this is one of my favorite tents, but this is a little bit unique because it's a hybrid. So it's got this single pole that runs through and then kind of forks out at the end and kind of creates a Y, but you still need 2 stakes to pull the tent out wide to give it the full structure of the tent. So it does mostly use a tent pole, but then it also requires some additional staking, some additional guying out to give it that full tent structure. And actually, I really like these types of tents. I think they're a great hybrid, a great mix, a great way to save some weight. But again, just a tiny bit more finicky than the fully freestanding options that are out there.